Okay, question number 13. A company has two investment opportunities. There's alternative one that pays $8,000. That's an inflow 2 years from now, and 26,000 4 years from now. So that would be 8,000. This is the one for 2 years. So here you will get $8,000. And 4 years from now, it's $26,000. So that would come in here. All right, alternative two pays $4,500. That's inflow at the end of every year. So that is a payment that's being received of $4,500 at the end of every year for 5 years. So this is this category right here. All right, now interest is 7.36 compounded annually. So we put in the 7.36. That would be the same right across for all of them. Okay, compounded annually. So that means that this will be 1 for CY. CY will be 1. CY will be 1 right across. Okay, now this 2 years and 4 years, that is like a compound interest. That is more compound interest. So PY and CY will be equal. So that would be 1. Now the alternative 2 is at the end of every year. Okay, it pays $4,500 at the end of every year for 5 years. So those payments are also annually. Okay, so we have that done. And over here, these ones here, there's no payment, no periodic payment. Whereas here, this is for alternative 2. Okay, so let's start. We can get these numbers in here. And of course, the computation is for the present value. Okay, so that is what is required, is the present value, and then the comparison can be made. All right, so for this first one, let's get the calculator up here. We have CY is equal to 1 and CY is equal to 1. Now let's do this one first, the one for 2 years right here. So 2 second n. And this value for n will be 2. Okay, so 7.36 is the interest rate, 7.36. That is IY. We're computing present value. Payment is 0. We put that in and we will get $8,000 2 years from now. So that would be a future value. Now we go and we compute the present value and we get $6,940.73 if we round it to 2 decimal places, right? Okay, so that is for 2 years. Now these two are very similar except for these two numbers right here, this n value and this future value. So n now is for 4 years. So we go 4 second n is now 4. Now we go down and change the future value to 26,000. Right, that's the future value, and we can compute the present value, and we get a number 570.56. Okay, we round to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we have those two numbers done. Okay, and now let's go over to the 5 years. Now that is alternative 2. So 4,500, which is this number right here. at the end of every year for 5 years. So now we have, well, CY and CY are still 1. We can go and check it to make sure, and everything looks good. So it's for 5 years, so 5, second, and N. So N turns out to be 5. Right, now the interest rate is the same. We're going to compute the present value. Now we do have a payment of 4500 payment, and the future value will be, sorry, let's correct that there, 4500, and the future value will be 0. So 0 for the future value. Let's check to make sure the payment is 4500. We compute the present value, and we get a number that is 18,274.39. Okay, so there we are. So those are the computations that we need to perform. Now, this is called discounted cash flow because the flow is only one way, meaning the cash is coming in. For the first alternative, we have the 8,000 for after 2 years and 26,000 after 4 years. So we will need to add these two numbers for the alternative 1. All right, so let's make some space in here, and maybe we should just minimize the calculator. And so let's put the 6,940.73 plus 19,570.56. So it's these two numbers I'm adding, this one right here plus this one right here, because that is for alternative 1, remember? Okay, so let's add those on the calculator and see what comes of it. We get the calculator up there, and we have what? It's 6940.73 plus 19,570.56. Add those two, and we get 26,511, 26,000, $511. Okay, let's get it done properly. 26,511.29. Okay, so that's the present value in for alternative 1. Okay, so we can put that number in here, 26,511, if we're rounding to the nearest dollar. So let's do that. We will put PV in, and we round to the nearest dollar. It'll be 26,511. And if you wish, you can put that in, rounded to the nearest dollar. All right, so that is for alternative 1. Okay, so let's go to alternative 2. Alternative 2 is only one value to put in, and that is this value right here. So it doesn't really matter. We could go and enter it over here, and we can put that same number right in here, $18,274. Correct? We have to round to the nearest dollar. So we could say rounded to the nearest dollar. All right, so that's there. Now remember, both of these values are positive because they're inflows. The money is coming in. So the larger of the two would, of course, be the one that's preferred. In this case, it's alternative 1 is the larger one. So we will choose alternative 1. We'll check, submit, and our calculations are correct.